guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite trilogies. So I know that I haven't read as many trilogies as most people here on BookTube, so I'm not necessarily making this a recommendations video, just because I feel like I want to read more before I can recommend my favorite things to you guys, but I just wanted to talk about some of the trilogies that I have read that have made my top 5 list. So let's get into those. So the first trilogy is my absolute favorite trilogy of all time, and that is the Dyer Trilogy by Michelle Hodkin. I read these books at the beginning of the year, and they quickly became a favorite by the time I finished book 2. It's paranormal, but not enough to give you nightmares. It was just the right amount of scary and action for me. And I just really loved Mara as a character. I identified with her so much and her struggles, and her entire journey and character development was just so unique. I loved all the other characters. The premise was really original, and Noah Shaw. That's all I have to say. Like, Noah Shaw, like, he is my #1 fictional boyfriend, and I love these books, and I love him, and you best bet that I'm going to be reading the Noah Shaw trilogy as soon as it comes out. The next trilogy that I have is the Legend Trilogy by Marie Lu. I love these books. I read these books about 2 years ago, but I definitely do think I should give them a reread because it has been quite a while, and these books are so short and so fast-paced, and every one of the characters has great development, and I don't think that there was one character in this book that I rolled my eyes at. Maybe Tess. Yeah, I didn't really like Tess and Day together that much, but I loved June and I loved Day, and I loved them together, and the ending of Prodigy and the ending of Champion ripped my heart out, and it was awful, but it was great at the same time, and you need to read this series. And the next trilogy is the Divergent Trilogy by Veronica Roth. This series definitely has a special place in my heart. It is the series that kind of got me back into reading after I was reading Percy Jackson and Harry Potter, and it introduced me to the world of dystopian and fantasy and just YA in general. And I read these books quite a couple years ago. I think I read it like 3 or 4 years ago, but I still love them the same. Divergent is my favorite in the trilogy, and everyone knows that Allegiant will rip your heart out and stomp on it, and you'll never be able to put it back together fully, but this series is just great. I love the cast of characters. I love the combination of heart-wrenching details, but also heartwarming details, and it's great. It's great. Then we have the Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins. This is another series that I read about 4 years ago, but I still really love it. They are such quick books, but they are so action-filled, and the cast of characters are so great. I loved every single one of them. There are characters that you're going to hate. There are characters you're going to love. The love triangle is one of the most infamous love triangles of all time in YA literature, and quite frankly, I do not agree with the outcome, but I may just make another video about love triangles I didn't agree with, because I'm not agreed with a lot of them, and I do plan on rereading this trilogy as well. And finally, I have the most recent trilogy that I've read, but it has quickly made my favorites list, and that is the Shatter Me series by Tahada Mafi. I know that there are going to be like 3 more books coming out. However, right now I consider this the original trilogy. Maybe I will read the 4th book that is coming out next year, but I love this series as a trilogy, and I loved Juliet and her character development. I really could relate to her. I loved Adam. I did not like Warner, which is a very unpopular opinion, which is also something that I could mention in a video about love triangles I did not agree with, because I did not agree with this love triangle either. But I love the other characters in this book. The premise was just super unique. It reminds me a lot of the Dyer trilogy, but it has a lot of its own unique aspects. So this trilogy is definitely one that I'd recommend. So guys, those are my top 5 favorite trilogies of all time as of right now. I most likely will be doing an updated version in the future once I have the chance to read more trilogies. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please comment down below your favorite trilogies, and if you have any to recommend to me. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and all that other great stuff. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!